Good evening, LTL Nation, and welcome to the 7-minute breakthrough experience. I believe that everything we do in our lives has a ripple effect, and if we keep shining our own light, eventually that will touch others and they will be able to shine their light too. One of my very old friends used to hate my positivity. Anytime something happened in my life and I would say, oh, but look at this side, look at that side, he would automatically shut me down, and he just didn't like talking about anything when I was being positive. I wasn't telling him to be positive, I was just being positive in my own life, and he really didn't like it. Anyway, over time I started to doubt my positivity, and I didn't think whether it was real anymore. I thought maybe the world isn't the way I see it. Maybe he is right. Maybe I am naive and I'm deluded and I don't understand what life is all about. And I started to doubt it so much that I became a bit negative. And then eventually over time, my positivity was still there and we separated. We stopped speaking because he wasn't influencing my life in a positive way, and we couldn't communicate because we were on totally different vibrations. So I went on with my life and he went on with his. That was until about 2 months ago when I got a text message off him and he said, I'll read it to you exactly. I always made fun of your positivity and I never believed in it. Hopefully you will understand why I didn't see anything positive in life. But it turns out you were right. Positive thoughts move us forward. And the reason why I got that message is because he had been using positivity in his life without me even being there or knowing. And he got a pay rise, he got a promotion, and his sister had another baby girl. She'd had a miscarriage previously and she'd had 2 children since then. And I was amazed at this. I couldn't believe the results. It was so inspiring to me that he mastered his own mind to make a healthy, positive decision. And that's really what moves us forward, when we make positive decisions. You see, a lot of people think that positivity is connected to happiness, but I don't believe that's true. I believe that you can still be positive without being happy or without feeling joy in some way. And I think we forget that. I think a lot of people associate positivity with happiness. When I was doing my research for this talk and I was thinking, what am I going to speak about? 7 minutes positivity. And I was going online, researching YouTube videos, and most of them were positivity and happiness. But I don't think they go together. I think you can be extremely positive without being happy at the same time. Like, for instance, if someone passes away in your family, someone really close to you, you're not going to be happy in that moment. You're going to be sad, you're going to be crying, you're going to be upset, you're going to probably be really angry at the world. But what makes the difference between being positive and negative in that situation is that you keep going. You don't let that darkness drown out your light. You keep going and you shine your light on and on. You don't let it affect you in a negative way. If someone comes up to you and say, just be positive, or you keep telling yourself being positive, and you get angry at yourself for being sad, it's not going to help anything, because if you don't deal with those negative situations and those negative feelings, it'll be like polishing a turd. It'll be all shiny on the outside but full of crap on the inside. It'll just be negativity covered up with this silky coat of positivity, but it's not genuine. In order to be truly positive, you have to deal with all that negative stuff that's going on first. And allow yourself to be sad. Allow yourself to be angry and mad. Go through those emotions because they're normal. We are human beings. And when I stub my toe, I get angry, and in that moment, I'm not happy. I'm like in a mood because I'm like, bloody hell, I've just stubbed my toe and it really hurts. But then obviously over time, when your mentality is switched to a positive one, those little tiny negative situations, they won't affect you. And like 2 seconds after, you'll be back to normal. You think, oh, it was just a stub on the toe, and you'll be back to normal. And you can use this technique going forward in your whole life. Don't be hard on yourself for being sad or being upset, because it's completely normal, it's completely human. A positive attitude is just that. It's just an attitude. It's not an emotion. It's not happiness. It's how you deal with negative situations. It's how you believe and you react to something negative. And if you can take out the positive from it over time, like maybe not the next day or the day after, but eventually you'll be able to drag out the positivity from that situation. And show your appreciation for everything you've got in your life. Like your family, your friends, your food, your water, you've got a roof over your head. In that moment, in that negative moment, you won't be able to see that. You won't be able to see the wood for the trees. But if you build up your positive mental attitude over time, you'll be able to see the little glimmer of hope, and you'll find that appreciation in everything in your life, regardless of that negative situation. And that's what true, genuine positivity is. It's being able to see the good, even though the bad is there too. Because if you think about it, a light can't switch on without both positive and negative. You need the positive side and the negative side to have the light. You need both, and that's what a human experience is. And positivity is just an attitude towards life and how you react to bad situations. And sometimes it's going to get dark. It's going to get really dark in your life, and you're not going to be able to see. You're going to want to shut your eyes and just hide away and be like, go away, I don't want this anymore. But a positive attitude is being able to stand in the darkness. Being able to stand there and say, I am not giving up. I'm going to keep going. All those no's you get, all those rejections, you're not going to let them put you down or stop you from moving forward. Because that's what positivity does. It propels us. It helps us move forward in life. Even when we get a no or we get a rejection, we build ourselves up with so much positivity that we can move forward beyond that issue, beyond that negative situation. So you have a choice when a dark event comes or a negative event comes. You either sit there and wallow and act like a victim and think, poor me, why is this happening? And wait for someone to find you the light. Or you stand up and you go out there and you find the light yourself. You find that positive energy and you bring it back into your life until everything is light around you. Positivity is choosing not to give up in a negative situation. And the choice is yours. Do you choose to give up, or do you choose to keep going? Positivity is the glimmer of light that will always, always guide you home. I hope you've enjoyed my talk this evening, and if you have any questions on positivity or any other subjects, feel free to email us at info@lifetalkslive.com or message us at Facebook at Life Talks Live. It was lovely speaking to you, and have a nice weekend. Bye!